people, it is Wednesday. It is the 12th of December. Don't forget to open day 12 on your advent calendar if you haven't opened the whole thing already, like some people do on the first day of advent. So the time is just coming up for 8:30 and I am heading off in the direction of Great Yarmouth. The plan is to have a look around, maybe pick up a couple more Xmas bits that I didn't get yesterday. Well, got the majority of them yesterday, but there's a couple of bits that I want to get as an extra. So I'm planning on doing that this morning. It rained in the night last night and was also quite windy. The wind came back. Not as bad as the day before, but you can still hear it through the windows, and the flags outside Herbert Woods were near enough horizontal when flapping in the breeze. But today it's supposed to be just cloud, no mention of any rain or anything, and they said it's supposed to get up to like 11 or 12 degrees, which I'm very surprised about, because temperatures haven't been hitting double figures for the last couple of weeks now, and now it's saying it's potentially going up to 12, so I'll believe that when I see it, or when I feel it, should I say. But I'm not going to be in Great Yarmouth for very long. I do tend to take a walk down to the yacht station as well, see if there's anything going on down there. I don't think there will be, but it's always nice to visit, and it's certainly worth a walk from the seafront, which is where I usually park. And then once I leave Yarmouth, I'm going to go to a few of the Broadland areas. I like to stop at Ramworth and do a little bit of filming there. And then I said I would take you to Horning, didn't I? So those are the two main places I need to go to. I also need to take you for a walk around Barnes's yard and Norfolk Broads direct yard, which I said I would do. And then if we can squeeze a couple of other places in, then I will. But this is the main road that takes you down towards Acle from Potterham. And then we go through Acle and it brings you back out to the A47. And then you've got like I think it's like a 6-mile stretch of road from Acle down into Great Yarmouth, which isn't so bad this time of year, but in the summer that road can be a nightmare. People heading towards the caravan parks, people heading towards the beach, or even if there's a serious accident along that road, the traffic can build up pretty substantially, so just bear that in mind if you're heading towards Yarmouth. There is another route into Yarmouth from the northern end, but I prefer going this way personally. But I'll update you when there's more. So we're just approaching the road that leads you down to Stokesby, down here on the left hand side, and then just past that will be at Acle Bridge. But we're not stopping now, we are going straight past it, or straight over it. I would have stopped if there's going to be potentially more boating activity, but I'll be literally getting out of the car, getting back in it again, because there won't be much to see. Although I hear a rumour that Russell might be moored up outside the Bridge Inn, but it might be a bit early for him to be up and about, unless he's headed down to Yarmouth a bit earlier. I'm not sure what time he was leaving, so here's the bridge here. I'll have a look to see whether he's moored. Yeah, he is still moored up outside the Bridge Inn, so yeah, not much sign of activity though. But I was just wondering actually, by the time I've parked down at the seafront, Great Yarmouth and walked along the seafront, through the town centre, down to the yacht station where the Russell might come past on Thunder. As if he is heading south. I know he talked about it, but not 100% sure whether he's committed to it, so we'll see. It'll be a complete fluke and sheer luck if I get there just as he's going past. So, but as I said before, I don't plan on being in Yarmouth for very long. I know the shops won't open until like 10 or 11 o'clock, so once I've got what I need to get after walking down to the yacht station, then I'll be heading back this way. So you can go into Acle via that turning on the right hand side that I just went past, or you can go around to the roundabout on the right hand side here and head into Acle that way. But we're going left. Into GT Yarmouth. But yeah, this is the A47, which is a very long straight road with a dog leg. And yeah, not the most fun road to drive along, and to be honest you don't really need a steering wheel apart from after you turn the dog leg, so I'll put you back on when there's more, otherwise you will be asleep. So we've just arrived into Great Yarmouth. Very quiet actually, but that is obviously because there's nothing really open yet, and most people's choice on a Sunday potentially is to have a bit of a lay-in. Nah, weekends are there to be made the most of, in my opinion. Gone are the days I used to lounge in bed until about mid to late morning. I'd rather be up and about and doing something, making most of the time off. I'm not sure we're going to see much sun today though. When it comes to seaside towns, there's a lot of people that aren't a fan of Great Yarmouth, and you know, all seaside towns are different, aren't they? They all have their own quirks and things like that, but they also have a lot of similar characteristics, i.e. the sea, you know, touristy things. But yeah, I mean, I like Great Yarmouth. I think I'll always try and make an effort to come here if I can, because I think it makes, you know, it's part of Norfolk and its life. There's a lot of history along here as well in the town. I'm not sure whether anyone's seen the guy that lives in the Norfolk area. I'm not sure exactly where he lives, but his name's Tim, and he's got a YouTube channel called Walk With Me Tim, and it's actually very good. So I highly recommend you look him up and watch some of his videos, because he does show you a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily see when you come to Norfolk. I know he's done a few walks around Yarmouth, and I know he's done Norwich as well, and recently he's been out and about in London visiting a few places. So yeah, Walk With Me Tim on YouTube, have a look. Very good. And I think he also does live streams as well, so I know in the summer he was actually live streaming his walks along the seafront in Great Yarmouth. But yeah, worth a watch. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to park up go down to the very end because it is a bit of a trek. And with the amount of walking I did yesterday, I checked my steps last night on my phone because it tells you how much walking you've done in the day, and it said I'd done over 26,000 steps yesterday. Mad. It's very quiet along here. Probably going to turn around and head back up the other direction. Park it halfway up. Because as I say, I don't fancy doing the whole walk today. I might drive down to the end here though, because I've never done that before. Side. I think it takes you down towards the harbour entrance. Lots of industrial estates. Side. Don't know whether you can see it, but it looks like there's some sort of rig platform. I think it's an oil rig or just sitting out by the harbour. If I pull in here in these spaces, you'll probably be able to see it. The sun glaring in on you. See that through the fence? I'm guessing it's maybe some sort of oil drilling machine, oil rig. Yeah. Right, so let's head back the other way now. Don't want to go any further really. Find somewhere to park up. Oh, coaches down here. Didn't know I suppose any time of the year can be a year. Or no, what am I trying to say? Any time of the year can be a time for coaching holidays. I'm guessing a lot of people are doing their turkey and tinsel trips. Which are quite popular, I believe. Personally, not something I would do, but they must be popular for people to book them. So. I think I'm going to park in the middle down here if I can, rather than park along the edge of the road. Maybe I've gone past some middle parking spaces. alone. I don't like to be parked around people. Let's go back round. I think that mural was great on that hoarding. They're covering up the works of the new leisure centre or swimming pool that are being built in there. Gives you a history of Great Yarmouth. A little bit breezy, but I wouldn't say it was cold, and it's not wet. Well, the ground's wet, but not wet up there, and there's some blue sky, so definitely worth it. Heading towards the Britannia Pier, which is just over there, and then I'll turn left across the road up into the town. So quiet. Imagine down here on a hot summer's day, all these shops open. It's a bit like a market street really. Things that are sold along here. I mean, yes, it's not the prettiest, but you know, all seaside towns have got areas like this, and nothing wrong with it. Feel completely safe. It's clean. It's just not very aesthetically pleasing, is it? But you know, it's not all about the looks, is it? We know about that. Personality and character are a massive factor as well, and that is the same with day-to-day life. But it's pretty down here at night with the Christmas lights lit up. Might make it a bit more appealing to people. So as part of the history of Great Yarmouth, you have these various alleyways which are called rows. And again, I saw on Walk With Me, Tim, that a lot of them have a lot of history, particularly this one, and I believe this one's actually haunted. I wouldn't come down here at night, don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure as this he walked down with a local historian and said it was haunted around this sort of area where this pub is. Called the Back to Back. Yeah, they just basically link alleyways between various parts of the town, and they're dotted all around. I'm not going to keep going down further that way, but yeah, and they've all got numbers. I think this one was 46. But yeah, if you're looking at local history and stuff, come to places like this, certainly worth a visit. But yeah, I wouldn't come here at night. You got another one here. Yeah, like I say, they're all over the place in the town, and they've all got their own story to tell, I'm sure. There's another one. Yeah, if you're interested in your history, look them up, see what you can find out. So I've just got down to the yacht station, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to get down there, because as you can see from the sign it says it's closed. But I don't know whether that means I can't walk along the path, or... but we're about to find out. Yeah, so I've got a funny feeling that this gate's going to be locked down here, which will mean I won't be able to access the path down by the river. It's annoying. From memory, I think it was locked last year, but I thought that was due to the fact that they were doing works there last year. But yeah, as you can see, the gate is well and truly closed and locked as well. But we'll take a wander down here, see if there's another access point. I don't think there is. Well, I think there is, but I think that'll be locked as well. But can't be helped. I didn't realise that when the yacht station was closed there was no more in there full stop. I just thought there was no one to assist you should you choose to moor up. But it looks like it's a case of can't stop here, period. So just as I thought, there is no further access points. They've been barriered off. We've got one down there, and we've got one here. But as you can see, the tide is ebbing out. And the bridge gauge over there is probably saying about 10.5 foot. Yeah, not much sign of life. But we do have quite a bit of blue sky, which means I won't have to put my hood up today. There's not much point going any further down there because you can't really get anywhere and there's not really much to see, so it's getting on for, what's the time? $9:41. So if I start heading back, some of the shops might be starting to open up. Might grab myself something to eat as well. And then that's Great Yarmouth done for this trip. I'll update you shortly.